our mind. When we go around dwelling on the wrong thoughts, thinking about what we can't do, and how somebody hurt us, how we'll never rise any higher, those thoughts are toxic thoughts. And toxic thoughts left alone will become like toxic waste that can eventually contaminate our whole life. It affects our attitude, our self-esteem, our level of confidence. It becomes a part of who we are. That's why it says in Proverbs 4, verse 23, above all else, guard your heart, for it affects everything you do. The writer is saying, make guarding your mind a priority. Put this at the top of your to-do list, because if your thinking gets polluted, your whole life will become polluted. You probably know people right now that are bitter, cynical. They always expect the worst. They have a sour attitude. Why is that? They've allowed these toxic thoughts to take root. Now they become strongholds that are poisoning their future. What's the solution? They need to go through a detoxification. Not a physical cleansing, but a mental cleansing. The only way they're going to get free, the only way they're going to get back to who God made them to be, is to detox their mind. Some of you tonight, you need to detox the bitterness, detox the low self-esteem, detox the negative words spoken over you, detox the condemnation from past mistakes. How do we detox? You make a decision that you're not going to think about it anymore. You have to starve those toxins. Every time you dwell on a negative thought, that condemnation, that bitterness, that low self-esteem, you're feeding it. You're giving it new life, making it stronger. When those thoughts come saying, you're never going to get well, you heard what the doctor said, or you're never going to be happy, you've been through too much, you're never going to accomplish your goals. Instead of dwelling on that, learn to just turn it around and say, no thanks, I'm not going there. I'm not dwelling on who hurt me. I'm not dwelling on my past mistakes. I'm not dwelling on what I don't have. I'm going to dwell on what God says about me. And God says, I'm forgiven. God says He'll pay me back double for every wrong that's done. God says my best days are still out in front of me. If you will ignore those toxic thoughts and keep your mind filled with thoughts of faith, thoughts of victory, those toxic thoughts will grow weaker and weaker, and before long, they won't have any effect on you.